I'm super excited that my internet works today, or at least I think it does. Last stream it didn't. If my internet fails today, I'm going to do. Basically, I'm going to call up Comcast, and I'm going to do to them whatever the worst possible thing it's I'm actually legally allowed to say I would do on a stream. So imagine whatever that is. That's what will happen to Comcast. I'll be very upset with them. I also have my old man glove on today. This is what all gamers have. They all can look forward to this. Anyone that plays games on a PC. This is to keep my wrist straight so that it doesn't hurt really bad. And you can see I click a lot, so this even broke because, that's the other thing you guys have to look forward to as you get older is your click finger will start sticking. That happens. It's almost like an old machine where you click and then your finger won't go up. It's just stuck down. That happens to me a lot, and that's sad. So needless to say, StarCraft is not in my future anymore. My APM has gone way down, and that's sad. So we're gonna continue. Because I lost internet last stream. I did not get to talk about the fact I moved to a new hub. And I also didn't get to talk about this great, amazing part of the level that I'm in right now. It is so amazing, and I want to talk about the design of this area right here. Because this is one of those moments that as a designer, I had a little mini, I am so in love with the designer who designed this part of the level. Oh my god, you're amazing, you're amazing. So let me just explain why this part of the level is so amazing. Okay, so I was in one of, oh, there's a guy over there. So I was in one of these across the hall, if you can imagine. I was over in here, and I was talking to this guy's brother, and he's like, yo, can you save my brother? Yeah, I was over here. So he's this guy here was like, yo, can you save my brother? And I'm like, sure, I'll save your brother, that sounds cool. And then I went out here, and then I looked over this ledge. And this is the best level design ever. Ever. So you looked over here, and through this window, I see the guy sitting in the chair, right? Oh my god. There's my goal. And I see all the bad guys. They're all evil cops in this game apparently. So they're all down in here. And it's almost like a strategy view, right? I walk up to this ledge, they don't see me yet. I look down. I see oh, okay, how can I get through this puzzle? I could see the puzzle. I could see the goal. I see all the pieces of the puzzle laid out in front of me. Wow. Amazing level design. And it gets better. Okay, so then I have my little vision mode, and I turn this on, and I'm like, wait a second. I could see that there's a vent over here. Oh, I ran out of energy. I could see that there might be another way into that room. Oh, I don't have the key code. Okay, well, there's another way in. It told me why I'd want to get in that room. It told me all the pieces to the puzzle. It showed me the goal, without me being in combat. That is, perfect level setup. Perfect. This is amazing. I loved it. Every moment of it. This was great. So, the other thing, I'm going to look at my objectives while I gab, because I don't remember what I was doing, which is main mission. Talk to Lewis. Who smuggles items into AC Rucker. Get Tibber's key card. Okay, so I got some secondaries too. And what is my active? I don't even know what I have active. The Rucker extraction. Okay, cool. We're just talk to Lewis Gallows. I sort of want Tibber's key card, but I can't light that up. So we're just gonna go do what we'll head toward the primary. The other thing that happened yesterday when Comcast ruined my life for an hour, because that's what they do when things don't work. I really give them too much crap. My internet works most of the time, but it's sad when it doesn't. And the fact that I love internet so much, that's something to say. But in any case, the second thing is I moved to a new area. A new hub, and that's pretty significant, right? Why? What is a hub? Well, when I left the first hub, they said to me, hey, when you leave here, you can't complete your secondary missions anymore. Are you sure you want to go? And I'm like, okay, so sure, yes, I do. So you could ask yourself, why Why is that true? Like, why would I no longer be able to complete my secondary missions? Why did the designers choose to have a hub? And the reason, like, think about like a game like a purely open world game, right? Where you can go wherever you want, whenever you want. That's fine, but that's a lot of work. Like Fallout, and not necessarily like a lot of work like, oh, the designers are being lazy. There's just advantages and disadvantages to that. So, as an example, for me to have a hub, right? For me to have this hub, like, if to not have a hub, I have to do all the scripting of going back and forth. Like, I have to be able to go back anywhere I was previously, and they have to react to the world state, how it changed. Like, what is a world state? What do I mean? Like, imagine the story progressed. Imagine that, like, this big change happened that,
No, thank you.
totally changed, like, the story in the world, or, like, oh my god, now we're at war. The world is at war. All those NPCs in the previous area have to adapt to that. All the quests have to adapt to that. What is no longer relevant, right? And that's a lot of work. So by moving to a new hub, they can just sort of like say, hey, we're moving on. All that stuff is no longer relevant. The other thing is it helps keep the player guided. It helps keep them like, okay, well now, I don't have to worry about that other stuff. That's gone. Cleans up my quest log. If you think about a game like WoW, I could go back at any point. So there's advantages to having hubs, right? It's not a bad practice. A game like Fallout, doesn't do that. They go the other way because they want that completely open world. That's a lot more work. So just something to think about. I am very concerned about my internet again. I'm just going to say it. Because I see a little like window like thing going woo. I might have to call Comcast and murder them. Is that fine to say? I don't know.
I am. If this is a referral, may I ask which of my customers was impressed enough to recommend me?
Tibor Sokol.
Tibor Sokol.
Oh, Tibor. But how may I be of service?
When I spoke to Tibor, he said you can help me get into
Alright.
territory, undetected.
What did he say precisely?
That you bring supplies into Gollum for Talus Rucker, under the radar.
Tibor should be more careful what he